Hi Scorpios, welcome to September, general reading 2017. Sorry it's a little late into September. I'll get on track in October for sure. I did wake up with kind of a cold this morning, which was interesting because when I only worked for like 4 hours today. And then when I got up, I saged myself. I don't know if you guys know, but sage helps with bacteria and viruses in the home. So I sage the apartment all the time. But as I was breathing it in, I don't even like the smell of sage, but I still use it. As I was breathing it in, my sinuses cleared up, and I have my chai tea here. I always drink that when I have colds because it's kind of spicy. So yeah, I think that you guys have been doing really good. I know that you've kind of had a tough year. There's been a lot of things going on work-wise and just kind of building your empire, as I would like to say. But I think that you guys have really worked with the energies well. And I kind of feel like you've just been going with the flow, I mean, even in the tough times, it's I'll just see where we're going. So I'm going to do a really highly intuitive reading and kind of see, what comes of it. I don't think that you guys need, if it comes out in the cards that we do need to do more than that. I just feel like this month is going to be a lot about work and communication with work and socializing, and maybe towards the mid to end month, there might be some relationship prospects. So, excuse me, my voice cracks. We have the sun in reverse. So maybe you guys are kind of seeing stuff with a different light. Instead of everything being so bright all the time and always having to go, 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 we had the eclipses. And that took a lot of energy out of a lot of people. And, wow, look at you guys. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a completion card. It's, right at the end before a new cycle. And so, I don't feel like this card is, it's almost like you feel like you don't have to work so hard at the material aspects right now. This could be a Leo. This is the Leo card, or another fire sign, or somebody who just has those qualities, doesn't have to be a Leo. This is Earth, but I kind of feel like this is you guys, that, you are kind of coming to a spot where you feel a little bit, more financially stable. And if you aren't feeling financially stable, I feel like maybe that part of your life is coming to an end, that it's not going to be so hard because you are looking at things, it's not like blinding brightness. And then we have the 10 of Swords, another completion card. I mean, with work, you could have felt like you were just being worked to the bone, or, I mean, I look at this card and I'm like, that dude has been stabbed so many times, I mean, maybe there's been a lot of pain and hurt around you, or somebody deceived you in some way. And you're just I am tired of fucking getting stabbed in the back. I'm not going to do this anymore. Because Scorpios are very loving and protective of their environment and their people. And they have a way of the way that they nurture and they control the situation is almost, it's not as fluid as the other signs. They're very intuitive. But it's they use their emotions, but I don't want to say a harsh way. It's more of a rational, analytical way. It's so funny because I know so many Scorpios, and they work in, I mean, a lot of water signs are very creative. And the Scorpios that I know work in insurance or the telecommunications field and stuff like, so it's not as fluid, it's not as creative. And when I say not as creative, that's not saying it's a bad thing. That's saying it's like a more linear way than another water sign would. So then we have Temperance, and this is healing. And this is like, patience and looking at yourself. This is like lighting a fire under your own ass to get shit done. So you're not feeling like this anymore. So you're not feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. I feel like you guys are looking at things in your own way, and you're not going to let somebody else do it for you. I mean, these two completion cards, usually when I see the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I feel kind of like about it. Depends on where the position of it is. But I mean, I feel like you guys aren't so, you aren't going to be so rigid about the material things. You're going to be looking more inside and being more patient with yourselves. And, maybe this was the way that you were treating yourself, and just being really hard on yourself about having finances, about, prosperity. And so we have fire and earth and air. But yeah, I mean, this September, it's going to be a lot about like socializing and getting out there with Mercury and Mars in Virgo, and then Venus is coming into Virgo and on the 19th. And I mean, we just had the new moon in Pisces, and that got a lot of people kind of their intuition stirred up a little bit. There's been a lot of different planetary things, but I think you guys have just been kind of going with the flow with it, and maybe doing the work on the inside more, but I mean, you can be very rigid sometimes, and rigid in like a Virgo kind of rigid way. Because I'm a Virgo, and with my Sagittarius moon and my Libra rising, I can be extremely rigid and brash and blunt. And if you get on my bad side, no. So we have the Son of Swords. The Son of Swords is a younger energy. He's kind of like, he looks up to the Father of Swords, but he's kind of like going his own way. This is an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Doesn't have to be an air sign, doesn't have to be a male or a female. I mean, it could be either male or female. But this guy's just, he has his sword, and it looks like he has a way to go, but it's almost like he's going too fast. So this could be somebody that has come into your life that has a younger energy. In the traditional tarot, this would be like the Knight of Swords. So this person could be coming in, and it could be like a really fast energy, like a back and forth. They don't know if they want to go or don't know if they want to stay, or like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? That could be you taking on these qualities of an earth sign, with a job, relationship, family, or you could know somebody that keeps coming into your life, or, there's like a back and forth with your boss. Like, yes, we have a promotion for you. No. Or, you could be back and forth about money. Money's coming in, money's coming out. We have the Father of Swords in reverse. The Father of Swords, when he's upright, he's very stern, he's very discerning. He like manifests all of his stuff, but he's always got that look in his eye like, I see you. I fucking see you. So I think that you guys are, I kind of feel like this might be you. Because if we look at where it's placed here, in between the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords, it's like, I'm not going to be so stern. I'm done getting stabbed in the back. And I'm just not like, I'm done worrying about shit that I don't need to be worrying about. Because earth signs are very like tangible things are relationships as well with earth signs. And the Pentacles is very, very earth. So yeah, I just think that you guys, you feel like you've manifested and brought these things into your life. And again, this could be a person. It could be like an older father figure who, you know, you've gone to advice for, and he just, you know, doesn't have any idea. Or we have the Eight of Swords. And this is really fast moving energy. This is like traveling. And it's funny that we have all the swords and then we have the wands here. Because the swords is all about flight. It's all about, and it's not always like wishy-washy energy. This is very, very strong energy of, you know, like there's the lightning bolt. This is fast communication. You could be going on a trip, you know, but I think that this may be, I just think you guys are going in a different direction. And the reason why I say that is because of these completion cards. You're looking at things in a different light. You have ideas that you're coming up with, and it's almost in a creative, different way, you know, that you're just not used to. And I mean, now's kind of the time to do that, to like look at that. But I feel like you're really fired up about it. I feel like, you know, I mean, if there are prospects on the horizon with, you know, somebody who has a lot of really great ideas, but they kind of need direction for it. With somebody who keeps on manifesting, you know, different ideas, and they're being like really swift about it, and they're kind of being wishy-washy back and forth. Or if that's you, you know, I think that you're kind of like getting your shit together and, you know, and having some patience with yourself. And maybe even lighting a fire under your ass to get it done. It's like, it's time to do this. You know, I'm putting all the old stuff to rest. I'm going to look at things in a different light. Which, you know, I mean, Scorpios love to have control over things. And the reason why is because they just like the order of it. It's almost comforting in a way, because they'll just take care of the situation. Sometimes you guys can like over take care of a situation or be overprotective. So watch that if that happens. But I mean, if you're having some really great ideas, and it's like coming fast to you, like have patience with yourself, because it looks like they're coming, and it looks like you might have some people here that could be helping you out. An air sign, possibly, maybe too. Scorpio. Yeah, I just don't think that you're really worried about money right now. And, you know, having the Sun card in reverse is sometimes kind of a good thing, you know, like looking at stuff, you know, and maybe you have a Leo in your life that you're like, okay, well, this person took my money and I'm done being stabbed in the back, so I got to go my own way. Because the Sun of Swords is kind of like flying into the sun, like almost with that sword, like, I'm going to get you kind of thing, and like flying away from the money and into the sun reversed. So that's just kind of how I see it. But I mean, it looks like you guys might have some fast ideas coming in, and it's like a good direction to go. Scorpio, September 2017, Scorpio. Yeah, using the energy is really good. I think that's all we got coming here. All right. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So we have the Five of Cups reversed. And I don't know if you can see that. These cards are kind of, I feel like I need to make the thing darker. When the Five of Cups is upright, it's like really sad. It's like turning your back on, it's like kind of a woe is me card. Look at that horse. He's so sad. When it's in reverse, you're not feeling this emotion anymore. I think you guys are really getting into your rational mind. And the only thing that I would say about that is to try not to use your stinger, you know, when you do get into that rational mind. And again, we have another pentacle in reverse, the Son of Pentacles in reverse. And when the Son of Pentacles is upright, you know, he's like kind of following his intuition a little bit more than the Father of Pentacles would. But it's a very slow moving energy. And in reverse, you know, I mean, again, it's right underneath the Eight of Swords. So it's like if you guys have some ideas about money, or if somebody is presenting you, maybe an earth sign is presenting you with some money ideas to make money, ideas to profit off of, and they just don't sound right to you, and you want to go a different way and be a little more creative, or you just don't want to deal with that. If this is a person that has come to you with an idea and you're just like, no, I've been stabbed in the back one too many times, I don't want to. It's really interesting that we have two people here in the reverse position. It's almost like yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not going that direction with you. This could be a person that has deceived you in the past. And you feel like, you know, I can't deal with that kind of thing. So, I'm going to shuffle the deck and then maybe pull some cards from the deck, because this is a really easy reading so far. I'm kind of getting that this is a little too easy for me. Like the other signs have been so much drama and everything going on, and you guys are like you're just not dealing with your emotions. You're done doing that, you know. And I mean, even if you're going to take on the Son of Swords energy and like you don't know exactly what direction you're going, you know, you're not looking into the bright light anymore, you're still going to find it. You're still going to get there. And I just don't think you're really, I mean, I'm sure some of you are worried about money. And it could be that you are so worried about money that you don't feel like you have everything in line. And so you're kind of taking on this Son of Swords, you know, the Son of Swords energy where you're like, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get what I want because I'm tired of being stabbed in the back. Yeah, it's like you're done fighting. You're done fighting about it, but you've got some brilliant ideas. You just need to have some patience with yourself, you know? And I'm really glad to see that this is not happening, that the whole woe is me aspect is not happening. I mean, I had a good feeling, but I didn't realize it was this good. I said that about the other two water signs too, and that was a disaster because it was almost like I thought I was just really relaxed, you know, while I was meditating on their cards, and I realized that it was more of like a sadness. Oh, I hate that. I hate when the signs are sad. But it looks like you guys feel really good about yourselves, you know. You're almost seeing yourself in a different light, and not in like a super arrogant way, you know. You're taking on that, you know, you're just taking on, yeah. Give me 1 second. I have a cat trying to get into the house. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So I was actually like looking at these when I sat back down. And it's funny because I've kind of got them separated in two separate ways. So it's almost like two different things going on here, maybe. I don't know if maybe the Father of Swords in reverse is somebody who almost like screwed you out of something, and you couldn't see it. You didn't see it. And you found out. Like you eyed him down and you found out. Him, her, could have been a woman. But because you eyed him out, and so you're not going to feel, you know, sad about it anymore. And then over here, it's like, you know, you do feel like you were stabbed in the back. But with some patience, you got some ideas, and, you know, you got the motherfucker that did it. I don't know. I mean, it seems like there might be like two sides of the coin is what I'm hearing. Two sides of the coin, and coin is, you know, a money thing. So I'm going to shuffle, and we'll pull from the bottom of the deck. Whoa. Wow, it was so easy to shuffle before. What happened? All right. Guy hit a nerve. Okay. So we have the High Priestess. Yeah, something was in the dark. Something was in the dark. And, you know, with the High Priestess, this is a woman that she brings the manifestations of the magician to life. So in reverse, I feel like, you know, something had to come out. And you guys used your intuition, you used your guidance, you used your gut to get it. So yeah, I think that maybe somebody wronged you. Because then we have the Father of Pentacles. And if we put it over here with the Son of Pentacles, it's like you're the one that came out victorious from it. You had like an idea, lightning strike. You were stabbed in the back, but you're done. You're done being stabbed in the back, you know, and you used your intuition and guidance and you had some patience, and you're healing from it. I don't necessarily feel like it was an emotional thing, but this is a very angry side until you get to the patience and the Father of Pentacles, because the Father of Pentacles is very stable energy. Somebody who like rises to the occasion, very slow energy, but he, you know, has all of his shit together, and it's almost like he uses those horns as his guy, or hit those, oh my gosh, I want to say rack because I know that it's whatever. Anyway, so he uses those for his guide, you know, and that's where he gets all of his ideas from. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is feeling like you've been left out. Like you were in the dark. You were left out in the cold. You know, it's like giving too much. Giving. You were giving too much. And you're just done doing that. And maybe it's to this person, the Mother of Wands. You know, and I just think that because the Mother of Wands holds on to things very tightly. And she can be a little chaotic, and she can be a little biting with her words. She can be very smart, cunning, manipulative sometimes. But she can be very smart, and she can have everything together and still be able to work with it. And I always call it organized chaos, because that's actually what I am. I'm organized chaos. But I feel like maybe somebody did it, you know, this is a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So yeah, I mean, I don't feel like there's not a lot of emotions in this spread, but I do feel like there was possibly some kind of deception that happened, some kind of like being stabbed in the back, feeling like your material possessions were taken away from you, and you were blind to it with the sun. And it's almost like it was a collaboration. You know, either you were working with somebody and they took possessions from you, or they took a job offer, but it's like you're not looking at that anymore, because you've come to the conclusion, you've come within yourself to realize that you have your ideas and you're going to bring them into fruition, you know, and yeah, I mean, it's almost like you grew up, you know, like you grew up and you went from the Son of Pentacles to the Father of Pentacles, but you didn't see it. And it really, like, it drained you. The whole process just drained you, you know, somebody swooped in. It's so weird. Okay, so we have the Son of Swords and the Father. We have the Son of Swords upright and the Father of Swords in reverse over here. Son of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Father of Swords in the upright over here. So I don't know if maybe there were 2 earth signs and 2 air signs that were collaborating with this. But I really think that maybe this person, whoever it is, and it doesn't have to be a fire sign, it could just be somebody that embodies that, really shook it up. And, you know, I mean, you're the one that figured it out. Yeah, you're the one that figured it out. And you're just done with it. So, I don't know. There could be several different ways that this could go, but I really feel like that you guys have your shit together. You know, I mean, you're just not going to let somebody come in and just take your stuff and whatever, you know, because you're not going to be in this woe is me. And there's just not a lot of emotion here. So comment, tell me if anything resonated with you. If it didn't, hopefully next month it will. Subscribe, hit the little bell button too. If you look down in the about section, you'll see my email to request a private reading, a personal reading. I'm only doing video recorded ones right now because it's really hard to schedule stuff around I have 3 boys, around their school schedules and activities and whatnot. And of course, when they get sick and get me sick, it's kind of hard to schedule things. So yeah, the personal readings are $45 and I don't put a time limit on it. I just kind of let spirit lead me. You can ask up to 3 questions. And I also will send a free astrological birth chart and report. So you can kind of see what the thumbprint of the universe was the day you were born. If you send me your birthday, the city and state you were born in, and the time of birth, that would be really cool. So check your sun, moon, this is your sun, I don't even know what I'm saying, your rising and moon sign as well. If this doesn't resonate, there could be messages in there as well for you. But I hope you guys have a really great September. I feel like you're working with these energies really well, and I think that you already have ideas of what you want to do. So comment, and I will see you later. Bye.